Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. Up until April I really had nothing going on, but I don't even know where to begin. So if you've watched my vlogs, you've probably seen, noticed, heard that I keep saying I've got a lot going on, I'm overwhelmed, I'm a bit stressed, something big's happening this year. I was kind of really nervous for 2021, kind of dreading it, had some big decisions to make. And why I haven't been around a lot, haven't really been posting videos or been on, I've picked up my Instagram game, so if that's the one thing I've been able to do. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go and do that because I post every day, if not every other day. But besides that, I haven't really seen anyone. I've barely seen my friends, which makes me so sad. We're all just so busy. I've been overwhelmed, stressed, running around like a headless chicken, preparing for this big thing that I keep, hinting at. Well, I'm finally gonna tell you what that thing is. And I didn't think I'd be nervous to say it, tell you, but I think once I tell you it's real and it's actually happening. I really didn't think I was gonna cry, but now I feel tears coming on and I don't want to cry because I really didn't think I was gonna cry. I'm just announcing something that's exciting and big. But you're probably noticing that I'm in a different scenery. Yeah, I'm in a different space. This is not my usual bedroom background. I literally don't even know where to begin. There's literally so much to tell you guys and I don't have time because I don't know how much battery life this has. But I'm just gonna spit it out. I'm moving countries. I don't know why I'm so nervous to get it out. This has been something I've known that's been happening for months, or known that it was going to be a possibility. At the end of last year, it wasn't a 100% happening thing. It was kind of just a possibility. There were a lot of scenarios that could have happened, or that could have been different, but due to things like COVID, and then from that not being able to get a job, visa issues, everything like that, basically I've run out of options here in the US, which makes me incredibly sad. So I am moving back to Australia, which there's so many, and I mean so many, conflicting feelings and emotions about this move. Part of my heart absolutely aches to go back. I miss it so much, and I see all my friends back home and their pictures and their photos, and I see just things in general about Sydney and Australia and how beautiful it is, and things like the Harbour Bridge, and how they're completely basically COVID free and they're just living and they're having a great time. And I feel that tug on my heart being no, I think it's time to go home. And then there's the other side of me that's I don't want to leave. I love it here so freaking much. I don't know how to put it into words. I love it here and I love the people and the friends that I've made here. I know are those lifelong friends you hear people talk about. Friends you make in university or college are the ones, hopefully, are the ones that stick and are the ones that you have for life and you create that deeper bond with. And I've done that and I'm so thankful that I was able to do that here, because when I moved here I had no plan. When I left Australia I had 2 jobs, I was making a lot of money, I didn't want to go to university. I hated school. I didn't have a plan. I just knew that I wanted to work and I wanted to get money. I didn't want to go to school. That wasn't a part of the picture for me. I didn't love it enough to want to ever go back. I did get into a university in Australia, but I deferred it so that I could make a later decision. So I did take a gap year and traveled and worked. And then we moved here and I didn't do anything for 9 months because I couldn't start school. We arrived in the January and I couldn't start school until the September. So I had 9 months of just like exploring, and Mum and I would go shopping all the time and, you know, just like learning everything about where we lived, which was so much fun. And then I went to college and I had, oh my God, I didn't think I was gonna get emotional. I had and again, the only reason I went to college was because there was no other option for me. I have, the entire time I've been in America, I have not been allowed to work. Visa-wise, I have not been allowed to work. It is illegal for me to work. So I've not had a job the entire time I've lived in America, which has sucked. But it would have also been nice to get a job, make friends that way, and earn my own money, contribute to the economy like that, and it would have been great. I could have had some work experience in America, which would have looked great on a resume, which, you know, would have taken me so far in life around the rest of the world. But that wasn't an option for me, and it never has been. I've been on several visas since I've been here. I've been on an L2, which we originally came on over on. I've been on an F1 student visa. I've been on an OPT, which is the last big visa that I was on, which was the one I was supposed to still be on. But because with time restrictions on it, with COVID hitting, I only had 90 days as of the day that started to find a job. And if I went over that 90 days, I lost that visa. And so because of COVID and how hard it was to find a job last year, I missed those 90-day mark. And so I lost that visa. So I had to jump onto another one, which is getting me through till June, when I was then like, okay, well, that's when I'm leaving. So I've pretty much known I've been going home since October. There was other things that I was trying to do, trying to pull, trying to swing to like stay here, but nothing came to fruition. So I'm going home, and like I said, I'm conflicted. I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm sad, I'm incredibly anxious. But yeah, I think I skipped the point before that. I was saying college, the best, you know, that wasn't a part of my plan coming here. It was my only option. Otherwise I was going to sit on my ass and do nothing for 3 years, which is how long we were supposed to be here for. And holy shit, am I grateful and so glad that I went. I just went to a local one. I didn't want to go and, you know, live on campus somewhere in a different state. Like, that wasn't what I was interested in. I just wanted to go somewhere close to home, live at home. You know, the whole living on campus thing is not, it's just not me. I know it's the whole American college experience, but like that just wasn't something I was interested in. And yeah, they have been the best 4 years of my entire life. And I, first of all, can't believe I've already been graduated for a year and I've been out of college for a year. Like, what? Where the hell does the time go? And like, obviously that's due to COVID. Like, I feel like we've blinked. I feel like this past year has been the longest year of our entire lives, but also I feel like we've blinked and it's gone. And maybe that's just me because I knew that this move was impending if I couldn't stay. But yeah, so that's the big announcement. I'm moving in July, very beginning of July. I am actually moving back with my parents, so it's not just me moving back on my own. My parents are also going back. Their visas were also up at the end of June, so I just transferred onto the visa I am on now so that I could go back at the same time they were going back. It just made everything so much easier. So yeah, I'm not going back alone. My parents are also going back at the same time. My brother is, however, staying in America so he can finish his last year of college. So he's moved out now. He's in his own apartment. Crazy, I don't think it's hit him yet that like he's gonna be here alone and we're leaving and we're gonna be on the other side of the world, which is kind of crazy. And like, it hasn't really hit us that like we're leaving him and he's gonna be on the other side of the world. And then when we go back in July, we will obviously have to go through the whole hotel 2-week quarantine, mandatory quarantine. If you didn't know, Australia has a 2-week mandatory hotel quarantine. So you literally fly into the country. I think I explained it when my brother had to go back over Christmas, but it's a mandatory 2-week hotel quarantine. You arrive, you have no idea where you're gonna be. They just take you to a hotel or an apartment or something. You could end up anywhere basically, and you are stuck in that hotel room, can't get out, can't leave, for 2 weeks, for 14 days. And they test you for COVID twice, on day 2 and day 10. And then if you are, you know, negative, you can leave on day 14 or day 15 or something. You have to do it, and that's one of the many reasons as to why Australia has like no COVID. So it's, you know, I don't care if I have to do it. I can catch up on some TV shows, I can do some coloring or whatever. There's just been so much to do, so much to plan, so much to organize. Obviously, like, we have to be out of our other house because that lease is up. So we were trying to find somewhere else to live for the last few months. Our landlord is actually trying to sell the house, and it's been for sale for nearly a year now and it hasn't been selling, so he's wanting to come in and do a lot of work on the house. So the whole house is being like painted right now on the inside, which is very inconvenient. We are trying to work out what we need with us for the next 2 months here, which will be hot and summer basically, like clothes wise. And then we also have to pack enough stuff for when we arrive in Australia, because we don't know really how long it's going to take for our shipping container of clothes and furniture to arrive in Australia. So we're going to need a couple months worth of winter stuff. Now, for all my Americans, winter in Australia is not winter here. It is like this current spring weather, kind of. That's winter. So just having like clothes for kind of like hot and then like cooler is kind of tricky. And then and then we've got to work out what we're sending back to Australia, what we're like getting rid of, selling, donating, what we don't need to take with us, kind of stuff. So we've been selling a lot of furniture and a lot of just things we don't need to take back or don't want to take back with us. We've been trying to work out like, right, what can we take back? So it is the 18th of April now, which is a Sunday. We're going to be moving into this apartment over the next 2 weeks. Then the movers for our big house come in 2 weeks. And when they come, they're coming and they're packing up all of our furniture, everything that we're not keeping with us in this apartment for the next 2 months is being put on a huge shipping container and then put on a boat, and then is gonna sail to Australia. And that takes supposedly 3 months, but it's probably going to take longer just with how strict it is to get into Australia right now in general, and like having their borders closed. And we just know there's going to be delays. There was delays coming over, there's going to be delays going back. They have to check everything in your shipping container to make sure that you're not bringing in any, you know, foreign insects, bugs, woods. Australia is very particular and very strict on what is allowed into the country, which is fair enough. So, you know, whether things are going to need to be treated and go into quarantine before we can get them. It's just like a whole big ordeal that we've been like trying to like get our brains around. So like, I haven't just been like sitting on my bum not filming for the last few months. We're literally running around like crazy people, organizing, selling, throwing out, planning paperwork, planning, you know, there's just like literally so much to do, and it's very overwhelming. So we're all a little stressed. And I've snuck away to this apartment. No, we haven't moved into this apartment yet, but I brought some clothes over today, which you will see in another video. And I've just snuck away and thought, right, I'll film this announcement video now while there's no one else around and I've got some peace and quiet. But yeah, moving to Australia in 2.5 months. I'm scared, I'm excited, I'm anxious, I'm sad, I'm angry that like things didn't go out the way, you know, didn't pan out the way that I wanted them to be. I'm gonna miss this so much. Like, there's so many people I want to see before I leave. There's so many things that I want to do before I leave, and I'm just panicking because I'm running out of time. But yes, I wanted to let you guys all in on this huge life update. There's a lot of things coming now, and now you understand why I keep saying, like, there's things coming, like, I'm gonna be filming, like, I'm gonna be on more, there's things coming, because there's a lot of moving videos coming. So there's gonna be this announcement video, my old house tour, this empty temporary apartment tour, and like the process of moving into here, and then, you know, we'll probably film some stuff while I'm in here, and then in June there will be more moving vlogs and like actual moving country vlogs, which is daunting. But yes, so that's why my head's been a frazzle for the last few months, and I haven't really been on. Kind of a big deal, just a little. Yeah, I'm moving to Australia. Well, I'm moving back to Australia. That's what's happening. This is my new room. The bed's not, there's a box spring missing. But yes, these are the new digs for the next few months. Yes, I hope you stick around for this exciting, terrifying, nervous, crazy, stressful journey with me. I'm gonna try and film as much as I possibly can, and, you know, let you in on this whole process because it's a lot. So I'm gonna try and share as much of it as I possibly can. That's the tea. That is the tea. Feels real now that I've like put it out there. But yeah, I'm moving to Australia. I don't know, the more I say it, it's like, it doesn't feel real, but it feels real, if that makes sense. My camera's telling me it's overheating, so I'm gonna leave it there. If you want to be updated on my life after I move back to Australia, and to follow along this whole process, then make sure you go and hit that subscribe button so that you can come along on this very overwhelming journey with me. I would love to have you along for the ride. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to go give this video a big thumbs up. Leave comments in the descriptions if this is as crazy to you as it is crazy to me, because it is. It's crazy and it doesn't feel real. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.